it's just going to create those little balls of dead skin. No, it's going to give you like an amazing glowy dewy finish. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today we're going to be discussing how to prep your skin before applying makeup. When it comes to skin prep, skincare is one of the most important steps in a makeup routine because it determines how well it's going to go on the skin, how well it blends with the other products, and how long it lasts on the skin as well. So as you can see, I have no makeup on at the moment, and that is because I'm also going to be demonstrating each step. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first product I like to go in with is an exfoliator. Now the one that I use at the moment is the Murad Replenishing Multi-Acid Peel. This is a daily exfoliant. However, I typically use this every other night just because I find that my skin reacts to it well. So using an exfoliant will just help get rid of that dead skin, which will make your foundation or your concealer just sit on your skin beautifully, and it's not going to go in every little dead skin patch that you have on your face. The next step I'm going to go in with, which is a little bit of an extra, I do tend to use this pretty much in between each step when it comes to skincare. I'm using the Boots Glow Brightening Mist. You've probably seen this absolutely everywhere, especially if you follow me on Instagram. I do go in with this spray because especially if you're using a serum that's like a hyaluronic acid or the polyglutamic acid, then you're going to need to make sure your base is thoroughly hydrated before you apply any of those products, because obviously it holds on to the moisture that you've just put on your skin. And then because I've already done my serum today, I am going to skip that step. However, if you are going from skincare straight into makeup, then you would usually apply your face serum. The next step I sometimes go in with is a product where you can mix it in with either your moisturiser or your foundation itself. So the next step is any form of glow drops or hydration boosters. So as you can see, the formula is quite pearlescent, and yeah, you just looking at this product, you just know it's going to give you like an amazing glowy dewy finish. I'm just going to focus on where I would naturally put highlighter if I were to use it, just to sort of give that skin extra bit of dewiness. When it comes to moisturisers, I do like to go for like a creamier option, especially in winter. So obviously at the moment I have my CeraVe, which is holy grail of all moisturisers ever. And then the next one that I've been dipping my toe into is the Matisse Pore Perfect. Now if you've seen my vlog on autumn haul, then you would have known that I did a first impressions of this. I have still been using it here, there and everywhere. Obviously, as you can see, my CeraVe is pretty much all used up. So when it comes to a moisturiser and you're making sure your skin is thoroughly prepped, you want to look out for formulas that are full of emollients, ceramides, and then as a bonus you want to make sure that it's definitely got some hydrating ingredients in there, so for example hyaluronic acid. So yes, I do go in between using these two moisturisers. At the moment I have been using this Matisse one. It's just going to give you a really nice base. Now it does also have ingredients in here that is sort of going to slightly mattify the skin as well. Obviously you don't want to overuse mattifying products because obviously mattifying products usually contain silicone, and if you're just going to apply loads of products on top of each other that, you know, is mattifying, then you're going to get those little balls that sort of roll up on your skin, and it's just not going to feel nice. So if you're going to go for a mattifying product, I would either have it in your moisturiser or I would just keep it to your primer instead. As you can see, I'm pretty generous with my moisturiser just because at the moment my chin is really dry. So the second to last step is primer. Now I know this is obviously counted as a makeup product, but I just wanted to bring it into this video because it's as important as applying your skincare. So I just wanted to highlight it within this video. Sometimes there are days where I cannot be bothered, and honestly I can tell when I've not got it on, because when you apply primer, it's just going to give you a smooth, even base, and yeah, it's just going to make your foundation sit beautifully. So when it comes to primers, you want to look for something that is now going to cater to your own skin. So whether it's dry, oily, combination, or if you've even got mature skin, there's definitely a primer for everybody. So I do have a couple here with me. If you have obviously like really dry skin or mature skin, the primer that you want to go for is something that is really hydrating or maybe illuminating, because the illuminating particles that you have within the primer is just going to diffuse any sort of darkness that you have on the skin. So at the moment I just have a sample size, which is the Becca First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. So this is such a hydrating formula, and again it's just going to diffuse any darkness that you have on the skin. It's really nice, lightweight, and yeah, it's really cooling on the skin as well. The other primer that I have hydrating is the Revolution Beam Dream Face and Body Illuminating Primer. This is one of my absolute favourites. It smells incredible, and if you watched my video for the obviously testing the Revolution Conceal and Glow Foundation, then you know that this, let me get it out just in case you haven't seen that video, but as you can see it's got like this pearlescent look to the primer, and the more you mix, the more you've got that sort of like pink shimmery feel. I do really love using this primer. Like I said, it smells incredible. So if you have, you know, super oily skin, acne prone skin, combination skin, then you want to go for something that is slightly mattifying. But like I said before, if you've gone for a mattifying moisturiser, don't go for a mattifying primer, because it's, like I said, it's just going to create these little balls of dead skin and product on your skin, and it's, yeah, it's just annoying to get off. So the two that I have here is the Be Radiance Velvet Touch Primer. So although this is slightly mattifying, it's still really, really creamy, and I find that it just gives a better slip for the foundation. And yeah, it's just beautiful. And then one that I've picked up quite recently actually is so this is the Rimmel Fix and Perfect Primer. Now this is a 5-in-1. And the reason why I went for this is because obviously I do have combination skin, I do have dry areas, I do have oily areas. Obviously I suffer with acne, and my skin can change throughout the day. So usually it'll start off really dry, but then going on 3 o'clock, you've got that sheen of oiliness on there. So I do find this is really good. And again, I'm just going to apply it as I would if it was a moisturiser, making sure again I'm going under that eye area. I'm not going to go too much into this step because we all know what a lip balm does. If you're planning on wearing lipstick, or even if you're like suffering with dry chapped lips, which honestly in winter we all sort of suffer with, it's just, again, it's going to keep your lips really hydrated, and yeah, a really good skin prep. Like I said, if you're applying lipstick, or even if you're going without. I am now going to go off camera, put on my makeup, and then I will be back to show you what the skin looks like, how hydrated it still looks, and obviously, like I said, getting that natural radiance look. So here is the final look. Let me just come a little bit closer so you can see. So as you can see, adding the skin prep of the hydrating moisturisers, the glowy drops, and the all-in-one primer. It's given my makeup a natural dewy finish, but also it's helped to maintain a balanced complexion. So as you can see, where I added the glow drops, it's sort of kept that natural dewiness. Obviously the makeup has sat really well. There are some 3D bumps that I have on my skin. Obviously no amount of makeup is going to make, you know, a 3D bump go away, but it's pretty much covered every single blemish that I have. The prep of the lip balm has just made sure that my lips are not dry or cracked after applying. So I've applied the L'Oreal Colour Rich Ultra Matte Lipstick. So this is a matte lipstick, but obviously applying that lip mask just before is just ensuring that the lips are very hydrated and not got any of those dead dry skin. Comment down below if there are any other steps that you do to ensure that your makeup sits perfectly. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, as I'd love to have you. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with all of this. I just love that natural dewy finish it's given me.